See you soon. Of course. Try not to. I honestly thought I had my skateboard in here. I think it's in the garage. That kind of sucks. Now I can go. Adios. I'm actually gonna go maskless for this vlog just so the autofocus I can see how it works. But we're gonna be going down the block just a little bit, and there's like a little ramp to like some wood chips, and it's early in the morning as you could probably hear. So hopefully there's not too much traffic that's really loud and obnoxious. I'm gonna skate there, and it should only take like 5 minutes. It's been a little while since I've done anything like that anyway, so off we go. Gotta wait for the autofocus. So I'm still being very skeptical on the flip aspect of parkour. So I'm gonna be taking it a little easy, just simple stuff and lots of stretching. Even though it's kind of weird because it's like this is kind of like exactly what it's gonna be. Is like this big old main street. So I mean, there's a bunch of cars that go by, but hopefully, since it's a little early, it's only like 6 a.m. Hopefully, not too many people are going to work right now. It'd be kind of weird if they were. Oh no, I'm still in Vivid. No. So I was going to the spot, it was like right there, but there is like a little undercover spot maybe that I can warm up at. It's kind of downhill, so obviously I'm just cruising. It's just 2 tables, so nothing like super cool, nothing super serious, but it's worth a shot to check. Because it'll be good to get a actual good warm up in. Maybe warm up in the grass. If it's kind of wet though, so I don't think the grass is a very good idea. So I was looking at this little tic tac thing from here to right here. I don't do those. It's not that big, so should be okay. Just never. So clunky as fuck. So I'm gonna do something techy, but I think it'll be fun. That's ugly. It's too close right here. So I have to be a little careful because I haven't slept in like 3, 4, 5, 6, about 15-ish hours. So I'm taking it slow. I am doing one thing at a time, and I'm breathing. I should probably be breathing more. I'm still a little out of breath, but I want to be super careful. But I really wanted to come out, so that's kind of what I'm doing. I could have probably gotten a couple more like line stuff here, maybe, but unfortunately all the benches, like the actual seats from the table, are like, they're right next to each other. So just kind of one thing at a time. So this clip is broken, so I had to push it in all sick. I'm gonna be getting a new tripod soon, and it should be easier to clip onto my little bag here. But I forgot my Gatorade, which sucks, but I'm gonna see how it feels going over there. More cars have been showing up, so what I'm just hoping is that they don't honk. Honking midair, it'll suck. It'll just totally like throw me off, screw me up, injure me. So I'm hoping these people just kind of shut up and go about their way. But like I said, it's just that one thing at a time. So we'll figure it out when we get there. It's kind of a bummer. I'm pretty sure you could tell, but my shoes are now soaked. And I'm in the middle of the field. Oh, you can even see my little trail. Cool. Yeah, my shoes are soaked. It's going through to my socks, and I have no other option but to trudge forward. Made it to the spot. It's interesting. It's literally just like a little ramp. Cool. Yeah, it's just like a little ramp. It's kind of an uphill run up. You can't really tell because it's a camera. Slight uphill on this ground. It's like rocky and weird, but I think it'll be good. I'm gonna relax a little bit, and then I'm going to figure out if I'm up to being able to flip or not. If I'm not, then I'm just gonna go home, and I'll let you know. But because I haven't slept for that long period of time, then I have to make sure that I can do this without blacking out and dying. So part of the reason I'm doing all this is like risking it just a little more is just because Art of Motion is back this year. If you don't know what that is, it's like the biggest parkour competition in the world, obviously sponsored by Red Bull, so it's going to be huge. And I've never been good enough to even consider it. I mean, I made a singular submission back in like 2015 or something like that. Got a couple dislikes, whatever. Got a couple likes. It was powerful. It was good. I liked it. And one of my biggest goals with parkour, before I get too old, I have this goal, this list, this plan. I have 10 years of prime starting next year. From 25 to 35, from what I read online, is the male prime. So I want to do that. That's like the most, I want to try and use that prime and win a couple competitions, whether it be local or international. If it's international, that's insane. But that whole thing is massive. Like, in order to win a competition, I'm going against some of the best. If I were to go internationally, it's some of the best style people that I've looked up to for years. So if I could get to that point where I could compete against them, that would be incredible. That would be insane. I would, like, even just to be there is a dream. And even the local ones, there's not too many local ones here in Colorado, but the ones that were and are we get people that come from a couple different places, like New Mexico. Like, New Mexico has some of the best style athletes that I've just naturally seen. Like, they've been doing stuff for many years, and they're real good at what they do. And then that's just my goal. I know there's a couple of people who are older, like Jason Paul. Sean Higgins is getting older. Like, those are style athletes that are still showing some style, and it's not completely over for me yet. So I don't expect anything, just because I don't want to be disappointed, but I am motivated to try to get better at what I'm doing, just so I can maybe even think of competing back at that level. I did when I was younger, like 15, 16, 17 maybe, but I let myself go, and I got lazy and demotivated, and it's time to bring that all back, you know? So I'm going to start pushing myself more and more, and I have to be super careful about it just because of my back. But because of that, it means that I can't be as risky and careless just throwing my body around and being like, oh yeah, that's a good enough flip, even though I landed super duper heavy, and it was like awful. It looked awful, felt awful, makes me sore for days after. Now it's like, even a single Webster is like, you got to make sure you put everything into it, and you got to make sure your spine isn't leaning too far back so you don't land on your heels and jar your back and fuck it all up again, and be back to square one, where it's taken almost a year to be even where I'm back at right now. So the whole plan, the whole goal and everything is literally just take it one step at a time. Maybe fix my Websters, make sure they're good, go to side flips. Backflips is going to be a hard one. That's always been the hardest one for me, is backflips and back pulls and stuff like that, just because I lean too far back, and that could be a reason why my back is messed up, which, if that's the case, that's the case, and I have to learn from there. Let's see if this dude takes it or not. Cool. I'm not going to get run over today. But backflips are like one of the hardest things for me. I got to learn how to like jump up. Like, if you've ever seen anyone like Sean Batista, he has backflips real good. Or I don't remember the dude's name, but he does backflips in like his basement, and it's like the cleanest shit I've ever seen. But that takes time, it takes effort, and then from there I can move on to other tricks. But it's this one step at a time thing that's really gonna benefit me. So, but I'm kind of just rambling on. So that's it for today. I'll probably be back at another time. My battery's almost dead anyway, so it kind of works out. I'm almost home, so I'll be back. So.